It's Graham here with the latest updates on We Share Abundance, what's been going on today, what we have in our SOAP program, Success on a Plate, Serving Others Attracts Prosperity, our Cash Cow program, which is completely 100% done for you, sales, actually made for you. I don't think there's another program out there that actually makes sales for you. They say if you send the traffic, we'll get them to the website and we'll close the sales. We go out and we do the whole thing. We go out, we get the traffic, we talk to the people, we make the sales for you. It's the Cash Cow program, 100% hands-free with a guaranteed 400% return on your money. Okay. We should be streaming live on Twitch, YouTube, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. I'll be going there in a moment because it's the only place we see comments. So whatever platform you're watching on, you are equally welcome, whether it's YouTube or Twitch or in our Facebook group. But if you're on YouTube or Twitch, I apologize, I won't see any comments, and so I can't answer your questions. That's one of the reasons why I'm going over to Facebook right now to see what comments there are. But I'm also going there to make sure that we are in fact streaming live as we should be. It's been known to not work. Okay, so I'm heading over to Facebook now and I'm going to look for We Share Abundance Publicly. We Share Abundance Publicly group, and scroll down, and I'm going to look for me on the 8th of May, and here we go. It's looking good, and we have comments, but I've got my volume on. I need to take that off, otherwise we'll get feedback. Okay, and well, we got Kevin standing in for Russ at the top of the comments list, I think. What's going on here, Kevin? I thought you were in the Algarve. Okay. So Kevin Cowley at the top of the comments list. And then we've got Akpomade from Nigeria, Morris from the Netherlands, Andrew from New Zealand, and I'm pretty much on time. So it's we'll give it a couple of minutes to let a few more people get in. They're used to me being late, so they tend to come late as well. It is a Sunday, of course, and it is Mothering Sunday in many countries throughout the world. And it's a wonderful thing to celebrate that unconditional motherly love. And even though we try and be macho men, you know, whoa, let's try and embrace that same unconditional love that that mothers have for their children. Okay, who else have we got? We got Joel in from Portugal. Hi there, Joel. I wish I was there. Although the weather here has been good today. It's been winter Portuguese weather, sunny and not cold. I wouldn't call it warm or hot, but not cold. Okay, we've got Dave Jackson from London, and Russ is throwing his sorrows after Manchester City thrashed the Toon. If Newcastle had been looking like they needed points to avoid relegation, I would have been rooting for a draw. But as Newcastle were, they're safe. They're not going down. My feelings were I'd like a 5-0 win because we need the we need the goal difference to help us. We're battling Liverpool now. In all honesty, I think Liverpool are an even better side than Manchester City, but they're both very, very good. But we needed that goal difference, so thanks for that, Newcastle. And we got Derek from West Palm Beach in Florida. Wow, how they? And Joel says it's a great spring day, warm weather. Yeah, in Portugal there. So lovely to see you all. There won't be an awful lot to report on today, with it being a Sunday. Developers don't work. I do, but the developers don't. But it's lovely to see people here and get together and spend a few minutes just being happy and positive. So while we're waiting, I'll just have a quick sip. Lancashire only managed to draw at cricket. You've got a good team up there in the northeast, though, in cricket, haven't you? You get some good cricketers come from up there, and of course Stokesy had that amazing innings this in this particular match. We got Kingsley from Manchester, and we got 7 minutes on the clock, so I'm going to get started. Okay, there's no purpose in hanging around indefinitely. Anybody that comes in after this, they'll have to watch the replay. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love. And through that love, bless each member that they may find the joy of service, and through service, find true happiness and attract into their life everything that they need. Amen. And then what is We Share Abundance? Well, it is a cloud nation. We are the United States of the world. We accept people from all different countries, different backgrounds, different financial status, different education status. It doesn't matter. Everybody is welcome here. Everybody is treated equally. Everybody has a unique talent which they can bring to our cloud nation. And we have a little affirmation that goes like this: we're happy and grateful to be living in the United States of the world, with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come to our nation as it is in heaven, that we may all be freed from divisive inharmonies and become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay, there's a very nice affirmation. I read some of these sometimes, but there are a couple here that I don't think I've ever read out to you. This one is, I'm not sure it can be classed as an affirmation, but it's a nice little statement. It says, that which is within you, if you bring it forth, it will save you. If you do not bring it forth, will destroy you. And then there's one about beauty, and I live in a very beautiful part of England, and the weather's not the best in England, but it's been beautiful today, the weather. But it is so beautiful, the hedgerows and the wildflowers and things that are in abundance. And there's this affirmation which I like, which is, I'm so happy and grateful now for the beauty that I live with, the beauty that I live by, and the beauty upon which I base my life. So affirmations are great, but you've got to put some emotion into them. You've got to feel them, and you've got to repeat them, and constantly repetition with emotion will get you results. Just chanting an affirmation or without really thinking about what it means won't get you anywhere. Okay, so where are we? We've got, I think we've seen Kingsley from Manchester, but if we haven't, we have now. We've got Akini from Nigeria and Meenakshi from India. Hi there. Yeah, today I've been mainly concentrating on the follow-up messages and emails and things from the third-party system we use, which is AIOP. Why do we use that? Because running your own autoresponder is a big challenge. It requires a lot of resources, and we have done it. In fact, in the past, I have an autoresponder program, and we have used it, but it puts a lot of weight on your servers and things, and it slows the site down. So it's better to go with somebody that is dedicated to principally being an autoresponder service. And there are lots of them out there, and most of them are pretty good. But the one we've chosen, which is All-in-One Profits, AIOP, we've chosen because it's really low cost. And if you get one referral, it's pretty much free. It costs you $1.50 a month or something if you've got one referral. If you don't have a referral, it's $11.50 a month. So we've gone with that. And we've also gone with it because it is an autoresponder that allows us to set up campaigns that then you as members can just copy and use. And then you can use all the splash pages you send your people, your traffic to the splash pages. They opt into your list, you're building your list, and we follow up with them and we get them involved in We Share Abundance. So I've been concentrating on that mainly for the cash cow program, and we've got that pretty much ready to go. There are a few, can't remember how many now, but not that many now, that I need to get into their accounts in AIOP and just set up the final things. But most of them have had them set up. They're in the rotation, and we can switch on the traffic tomorrow, and we should start seeing sales for those people in the coming week. All completely, totally hands-free for those members of the Cash Cow program. I've not really done much else, but I have kept my eye on our investment club. And this is something new that we've started because there are always lots of programs out there that are risky. Let's be fair. I mean, there's a risk in any program, but there are always new programs coming along that are pretty risky, and sometimes need a relatively high investment to get started, and that just makes the risk more or less desirable, let's put it that way. So we started the investment club to take one of these opportunities. It's called Metafy Yielders, and you can get started with $100, which is still a lot for a lot of people, especially when it is a risky program. But to get the better rewards, you need either $2,500 investment or a $10,000 investment. Now, $2,500 gets you, it doubles your money in a 6-week period, basically. And you get a bit better than that if you've got $10,000. But those compound your risks, don't they? I mean, if you think it's a bit risky, well, you can put in a few dollars and say, okay, if I lose it, I lose it, and if it wins, then I've made a lot of money. But if you've got to risk $100 or $2,500 or $10,000, then you think, well, no, it's not worth the risk. So what we've done is we've set up the Investors Club, and we pool our money. And there's a minimum deposit of $12 plus the fees that we get charged, which are about 55 cents. So it costs you $12.55 or more if you choose. But you can get involved for $12.55, and then we pool all our money, and we've got enough to get involved in Metify yielders at that $10,000 level. So while we're risking $10,000, it's being risked by a lot of people who can afford to lose $12 or $25 or $50 or whatever they choose to put into the pool. And of course, the rewards that we get from that will be shared out proportionately amongst the members of the pool. So it enables us to get involved in these higher risk programs without the personal risk that would normally be involved. It's still a risk, but it's an acceptable one for most people. And so that's why we started the investment club. And we will be looking at other programs. Now, there are some programs that you might class as risky, but they don't fit into our profile for our investors club. For example, there is the program COTP, which once again gets you very, very good returns. It compounds every 2 hours. We have a script that we can give you, which means you don't have to log in and do things. You can let the script do it all for you. And once again, that's risky. But the thing about that one is you can get started for $9. So it wouldn't be worthwhile as putting that into our pool, because if you putting in $12 into our pool, you might as well just put $9 straight into COTPS and run your own account. So there's no advantage in putting in more money other than the fact that more money will grow quicker, but we couldn't leverage that in our investment club. You can leverage it just as well yourself, okay? And $9 in COTPS, if you just leave it sat there for a year, will bring you around about $400,000. It sounds incredible, and it is incredible, and that's why we say it's risky, But most people would say, okay, when I get to maybe $1,000, I'll pull out 200 or 500 or something like that, and then we'll let it build. And of course, that means that you're not going to ever get to that 400,000 in a 12-month period. It's going to take you much longer as you're pulling things out. But I've spoken to people that have been in it for over 2 years, and they've been withdrawing money, lots of money, $20,000 a week, one of them, moved to Dubai because of the tax situation. And he's, like I say, he's pulling out $20,000 a week, but he's built his reserves up in there to over $4 million. So there is potential there, but is there a risk? Yeah, it could end tomorrow, as all of these programs could. They might go on for another 10 years. We don't know. So that's why we have that investment club, and anything that fits our profile, something where we can, take advantage of higher profit levels through pooling our resources together, then we'll look at those programs and see what we can do, and use them as best we can to maximize the returns whilst minimizing the risks. We have a Facebook group which I started for that group of people. To be admitted into the Facebook group, you have to be an active depositor in the investment club, whether it's $12 or $1,200, it don't matter, you know. As long as you are an active depositor in there, you have to be a member of We Share Abundance to be in our investment club. And when you come to join, you have to state your We Share Abundance username that we have tied and linked into the investment club, and you have to also agree to the rules of the group. And if you satisfy those three things, you're an active depositor, you add a valid username, and you agree to the rules, then there's no problem, you will be accepted. Now, when I set the group up, I didn't make it that only admins could could allow people in. And so we got a lot of people wanting to join, and somebody went through and just let them all join, you know, clicked on them to say, yeah, come in. So I had to go through them all and click on them and kick them all out again, because there's no way of telling which of those members were active depositors and whether they'd completed the forms properly, because the forms disappeared once they've been accepted. So all those people got kicked out, so they can reapply, and if they complete, you know, satisfy those three conditions, they will be accepted. But we get a lot of people coming and asking to join, and they've not got an active deposit. They are not accepting the terms, or they're not putting in their username, so they just get declined. Doesn't stop them reapplying, but they've got to do it in the right way. You've got to satisfy those conditions. And the reason we're doing that is because there will be information in there that is confidential to the members of that club. There will also be broadcasts or webcasts or whatever you want to call it within there, talking about how we're doing with the investments that we have, what new investments have presented themselves, and all this sort of thing. So it's important that we keep it strictly to members of the club. There will also be access from there to check your deposit, you know, to just, you know, you should know what you've deposited, but you want to know whether we've actually got it recorded, you know. So there will be access from within that group for that. And that will, once again, it's only available to people that satisfy those conditions. So don't try and join it if you don't satisfy those conditions, because you won't get accepted. There is also another program which seems very simple to me. I sent a message out about it today, and that is, can't remember what it's called, something to do with Tron. But just when you register, and they give you 1,000 Tron, which is worth, I think, about $80 at today's price. Now you can't draw that out, but it's in there, and they use it as a basis for they are mining Tron, and the more balance the bigger balance you have, the more you will receive from the mining. It's, I think, 6% a day on your balance, which is, once again, a good return. That $1,000, though, doesn't get activated until you make a personal deposit yourself, but it's only 5 Tron That's the minimum. You can put in more if you want, and the more you put in, the greater your returns will be. But 5 Tron is the minimum, and that's around about 40 cents. So the risk is minimal. It's 40 cents. It can be more if you want, but it's the minimum is 40 cents. And you make 6% then on your 1,005 Tron that you will have deposited, 6% a day. And if you refer people, once they register, you get given 30 Tron just when they register. They don't have to deposit 5 Tron. You get your 30 Tron just as soon as they register. So that's pretty simple as well, isn't it? You know, would you like to do they just register, boom, you got 30 Tron added to your balance. So you introduce 10 people, it's what, $300, not dollars, 300 Tron. So you would then have 1,300 Tron, which are earning you 6% a day instead of that 1,005. And you get that through 3 levels, but I can't remember what you get on. No, you don't get that through 3 levels, I don't think. But when they pay their $5 or 5 Tron, sorry, you get 10% of that on level 1, and I think it's 7% and 2% or something on level 2 and 3. So that also adds up, and they have 2 wallets, if you like, and the commissions that you get from people that deposit Tron go into one wallet, which is like our available cash wallet. You can draw it out whenever you want, and the cash that you get from your mining activity, that's 6% a day, goes into another wallet, a bit like our Share Abundance wallet, but they have a withdrawal system from that, but it's a percentage of something or other depending on how much you've got invested. So I've not really worked it all out properly yet. I've not had time to sort of take in a lot of that, but I thought I'd share it with you because you know, for 40 cents, what can you get for 40 cents nowadays? You know, nothing. So I thought we'll have a go at that. I will add it into the downline builder, the multiple income streams in your back office, but it's not there at the moment. Until it gets added by admin. You can, of course, add it yourself as one of your own programs if you choose to, but it will be added by admin. I don't think I'm going to get to it today. I'm shattered now, so it'll be tomorrow. Okay. So that's what I've been up to, and that program was brought to us by a member of We Share Abundance. He said, you know, the risk is minimal and maybe it can boost our liquidity pools. Maybe it can, I don't know. I don't know what the potential is really. But there's no reason for everybody not to join, register, because that's totally free. Even if you don't want to spend your 5 Tron on activating that and starting to make the 6% a day. You know, if you don't want to spend your 40 cents, okay. But if everybody joined, we've got 50,000 members. If we got 30 Tron for them all, that would be what, 1.5 million Tron, wouldn't it? So, I mean, they're not all going to join, are they? But you know, that's just a sort of potential. I don't know. And then we'd be getting 6% on that. We'd be able to draw some of it. And then if they all put in like 5 Tron, we'd get 0.5 Tron for everybody, which is not a lot of money, but you add it, you multiply it by 50,000 and it adds up. And of course, everything that we get from that program as the admin goes into benefits for We Share Abundance. So there you go. Who else have we got coming in here? I remember seeing Meenakshi, because I wasn't sure how to pronounce it, so if I butchered your name, I'm sorry. We've got Ramachandra from India, and we've got Willie Sopo from Malawi, and Sam from Nigeria, I think, and Brihaspati from India, and Namkumar from India as well. So good to see you all, but that pretty much covers what I've got for you today. I did take out about half an hour just to send that message out about that program. We'll just see what it does. I mean, it can't do us any harm, can it? I dug deep and put in my 40 cents, you know. So let's just see what happens. I don't know how many people will join. I don't know how much we'll make or whatever, but it is really, really low risk. You can't get much lower risk than 40 cents. Okay. And we got Norman Firth in as well from Doncaster. He says he's sorry he's late. I don't think you were on here yesterday, were you, Norman? But I've started reading the book you recommended. I read several books at the same time, so I read a few chapters of this, a few chapters of that. Some books, you know, like my little handbook here, you know, I read the same page over and over and over again, you know. It's all to do with that repetition. It's getting you totally absorbed in something, and it works. It works. Norman says cricket season. Yeah, cricket season. Like I say, we got Stokesy hit that 17 sixes in an innings. You know, that's a ton. You know, 102 runs in sixes. That's phenomenal, isn't it? It's phenomenal. The team that I suppose I support, Lancashire, not doing great, not doing badly. They drew their match, but yeah, cricket season. We have a very, very beautiful cricket ground in Bude here, just down the road. It's right on the headland. It must be. Sometimes there's quite a big breeze coming in across there from the sea, you know. I'm not sure whether that would aid the bowlers. I suppose if it's your home ground, you get used to the wind and you allow for it and you use it to your advantage. But as a visiting bowler, it must be quite difficult to get used to, I would think, because it can be quite a howling gale at times blowing across there. But it is very picturesque. Okay, and we've got Prishpati saying he's from India, Kolkata. Okay. That really covers what I've got. I do have numbers, but they're meaningless. Coin payments are still showing 0 for Visa and for Visa Abundance. And I know that's not right. How do I know? Because I bought some Visa and I bought some Visa Abundance today to see what happened, and nothing's happened. So I know that what they're showing is nonsense. I don't know what we're showing in the back office. I've not had a look. I did log in earlier this morning because I have test accounts that I log into and have to keep them up to date. 7 of them, and I know there were some numbers showing. I can't remember what they were now. For Visa Abundance and also for Visa. And we pulled those figures from coin payment, so I don't understand what's going on. So maybe we'll have to get in touch with them on Monday and see what it is, because we pay them for an API to pull the numbers from, and Well, if we're getting the right numbers, I suppose that's okay, but it should be displayed properly on their website. And it's been showing 0 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days now. For which one's that one? 5 days for WISA and 1, 2, 3, 4 days for WISA Abundance. And it's nonsense. Multiply WISA site is pretty much dormant. There's nothing much to tell you about that. We are still getting the revenue share. All you've got to do for that is log in. We get $1 a day, sometimes more, but it's never been less than $1. It's been as high as about $9 or $11. Recently, I'm talking about, when the site is more active, which it will be once we get the WISA token built up, then we make good money from it. We make good income. But I mean, $1 a day for just logging in is okay. The active member count is up by 9. We have 6,087. Not really. It's all I can tell you about the numbers, because Alexa have gone into retirement. Coin payments isn't working. So that's the situation, and that's what I've been working on, and that's where we are. And as I say, that's all I've got for you for today. I'll have a look in Melon and see if we do get any comments in there. We've got somebody here. Don't know who this is. Don't know where it's coming from. Please, Mr. Graham, when can we withdraw from We Share Abundance? You can withdraw now your income. It's automated from your available cash wallet, from the free tokens that we give you, once the liquidity makes it viable. It's no good as giving you tokens that you would not be able to sell and that would just flood the market. So he said, I need to know if it's something I can continue or just forget about. That's your choice, but I would stick with it, because those tokens that you are earning now are going to stand you in good stead in the near future. I'm not talking about next week or next month, but probably this year there will be some value that you will get from them, either through the secondary staking plan or through withdrawal options, depending on our liquidity pools. How fast will we grow our liquidity pools? That is down to the membership base. If everybody pulls together, we could start withdrawals pretty much instantly. We have over 50,000 members registered. They're not all active, but we have. Where's the numbers? 51,892 registered members. If every one of them went out and sold one $2 subscription for the Easy Business Builder plan, we would open withdrawals tomorrow. Okay, it's as simple as that. But if 2 people go out and sell subscriptions, they've got to, do that for how many months till that's the equivalent of 50,000 people selling one? It's up to you guys. It's up to you guys. If you want the withdrawals, put in a little bit of skin, not in terms of cash, in terms of sharing love and abundance. We have a great program there in that Easy Business Builder, especially with the SOAP program. You can gift people in, and that will count equally well with the coupon that won't cost you anything. You'll make money from it, instant commissions. And if everybody goes out and does that, that'll be enough to let us open up the withdrawals to an extent. I mean, I'm not going to say that they'd be unlimited, but to an extent for all active members in in the Wealth Builder side from your Share Abundance wallet. But if you don't do it, and you leave it up to everybody else, you have to wait for them to do sufficient to carry you. Okay? It's just the way it is. So that's it. Anything else cropped up in Facebook while I've been talking? Nope, no more comments there. So that really is it. You can see it's been a good day here because I've got the curtains drawn, but I'm going to open them up now and let the sunshine in. There we go. Let the sunshine in. And this lovely day has flown away. The time has come to part. Auf Wiedersehen, auf Wiedersehen. We'll meet again. Same time, same place tomorrow when we'll have Deviani back. We'll see where we are with the other development that's going on. We'll see what I've been up to, and we'll see what maybe this Tron program, I've forgotten what it's called, has produced in 24 hours. But until then, auf Wiedersehen.